Hello and welcome back to the Buckeye State Blitz. Said last week, had a little thing on for the Bengals for this week. And what I have is an 8-step plan to fix the Bengals' biggest problem, the offensive line. And if you follow me on Twitter, you know I sent this back out in October. But it continues to seem to be more and more relevant with each passing week. So, first off, I said this half jokingly, but I hate how true it ended up being, because the first step I had was to play Ryan Finley for the sake of Burrow's health. Unfortunately, we saw how that went. Burrow got hurt, so the Bengals are tanking anyway. No, they never would have done that anyway, because it's the number one overall pick that's a quarterback. They generally play right away. So, it's unfortunate, but just proves even more how much this needs to be fixed. Next step, get rid of Zach Taylor and his coaching staff. Coaches, their job is to figure out what their players do best and to put them in the best situation to succeed. We do not see that with Zach Taylor. We do not see that with his coaches. It seems more and more that it was just Burrow being awesome to cover up for the lack of creativity for Zach Taylor and company. Granted, he had some moments, called some nice plays, but overall we see, especially with the defense, with the offensive line, there's no improvement. Zach Taylor needs to go, Lou Anarumo needs to go, Jim Turner needs to go. And I put this next one in all caps because I cannot stress this one enough. Cut Bobby Hart. Call him Bobby False Start Hart, Bobby Turnstile Hart, whatever you want. This man is a bad player. He should not be on this team. I did not watch any of this last game against the Dolphins for multiple reasons. But one play I have seen is the one where Bobby Hart gets beaten about 0.2 seconds and the defender gets a free run at the quarterback. I knew once Burrow went down that it would really be telling as to whether this offensive line was actually improving or it was just Burrow making them look better. With Bobby Hart, I think Burrow just made him look better because he's back to being a turnstile. He should not be on the team. And I also put at the time when there's more of a revolving door at right guard to cut those attempting to play right guard. That would have been the likes of Alex Redmond, probably Billy Price, guys like that. Xavier Suafilo was hurt. If they keep him, that's fine, but he's probably better off as a backup. But Bobby Hart needs to go. He is not a starter. He is not a good player. Getting him out of the lineup is a huge improvement in and of itself. Next one, hire a competent coaching staff who will actually attempt to maximize the player's abilities. I believe Eric Bieniemy is the best choice for that. Now, I would also be open to someone like Darren Simmons, Bengals special teams coordinator. You consistently see with the Bengals that aside from Randy Bullock, their special teams units play how they're supposed to play. So I'm very open for a guy like him, maybe Matt Campbell from Iowa State. There are options. Zach Taylor, I don't believe, should be that option. Next one. If they're in a top 2 draft spot, maybe trade down to 3 or 4, see if you can get another pick or 2. Now that's more of a dream scenario, but it's fine. Jags and Jets definitely look like the top 2 right now. Either way, you cannot drop so far to prevent this next one. Draft Penei Sewell. They're talking about this guy as the next Orlando Pace. Granted, those are lofty expectations. But he was so highly thought of that he opted out of this college football season. Now, assuming he's still working with coaches, working with trainers, perfecting his craft, I'm perfectly fine with that. Bringing a guy as well thought of as him, you can immediately put him on either side. Possibly left side. Jonah Williams last played right tackle, I believe, his first 2 years at Alabama. Penei Sewell last played it in high school. I'll take the guy who played it in college. But all of a sudden now you've got 2 potentially very good bookends on your offensive line. This is where the addendum comes in. I said there was an 8th step. Re-sign Quentin Spain. Bills fans, you are lucky because you had a guard that was so good that you didn't think this guy should even have a roster spot anymore. Because as soon as Quentin Spain came to town, all of a sudden we had another respectable lineman. He has proven to be starter quality from day one. He absolutely needs to be back. I believe the Bengals will bring him back on a 1, maybe 2-year deal. Absolutely needs to come back. He brings the stability they need. And the last one. This goes to the other guard spot. On either day 2 or day 3, you draft an interior offensive lineman, or you go into free agency and get one. Like I said, I think Xavier Su'a-Filo is a backup at best. Ideally, you don't want him starting, but it's better than Michael Jordan. That dude is getting beat consistently. They need improvements all around. And I've seen some writers say, oh, they should go sign Joe Thuney or Brandon Scherf. The Bengals are more likely to keep Bobby Hart than they are to sign someone like Joe Thuney or Brandon Scherf. It's not going to happen. That is a pipe dream. Now, you still can go out and get respectable guards like a Lane Taylor, like a Kelechi Osemele. There are good options out there. Mike Upati. You don't need someone to be an all-pro guard. Granted, that would be amazing. But you just need someone who you know can start and can do well. Just bring stability to make the line less of a worry. And you can focus on other issues with the team. If they do that, now all of a sudden, they've got a better line. Burrow's going to look even better. And that's a scary team, potentially. Will they do it? It's the Bengals. Who knows? And just another step, not to do with the offensive line, but just for fun, get rid of Randy Bullock. That dude does not have a clutch gene in his body. He can hit anything from anywhere, it seems. But if you tell him, we need this to win, he's going to shank it every time. I'm done with him. I'm done with Zach Taylor. I'm done with Bobby Hart. It's going to be an interesting offseason. We'll see how it goes. Talk to you next time.